Bonjour mes amis, je suis de la Canadienne, and welcome to part 2 really of this. Yesterday, I recorded and put out the AFC off-season review / season predictions. So, we gotta do it for the NFC, very obviously. So, last time, as you remember, I predicted the Bills at number 1, the Chiefs at number 2, the Bengals at number 3, and the Titans at number 4, with the wild cards being 5th seed the Chargers, 6th seed the Patriots, 7th seed the Colts. Just as a refresher as to where we stand. But where does the NFC team stand in terms of their offseason? Well, let's start right now. Starting in the NFC East, we have the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, bosh. They actually had a decent offseason, I guess. To start, you extended Michael Gallup to a handsome extension, and you brought in James Washington to actually be something worth a damn. If he wasn't in Pittsburgh, then what? Well, actually, he was worth actually a pretty good money in Pittsburgh. He's actually pretty good. Tight ends, you just brought in Jeremy Sprinkle and Dalton Schultz again. Pretty damn good. On your defense, you extended DeMarcus Lawrence. You brought in Carlos Watkins and Dante Fowler. Extended Leighton Vander Esch. And extended Malik Hooker and Jaron Kearse. You lost out on Amari Cooper to the Browns. You brought in Brian Anger and Jake McQuaid to round that out. Pretty much what the Cowboys did was just pretty much maintain their core as much as possible. That's pretty much what it is. Now on to the derp. Derpity derp 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 derpity derp derp derp. Oh my god, this team is a derp. Oh my god, this team is a derp. The Giants. I will say though, great draft. Kayvon Thibodeau. And I forgot the other fucking guy's name. Damn it! Oh my god. I hate when I do that, you know? It was Kayvon Thibodeau and Evan Neal. There we go. You got yourself a generational O-lineman and a generational defensive player. So good job on that one. But you also brought in Tyrod Taylor in free agency, really? In 2022, Tyrod Taylor is getting a fucking contract in the NFL. Who the fuck knew? A running back, you just brought in Matt Breida, who's actually decent when needed. For receivers, tight ends, you got Richie James, Jordan Atkins, and Ricky Seals-Jones. Again, whatever. On the O-line, at least you got in John Feliciano and Mark Glowinski. I mean, that's not terrible, though. Also, on the defense now, you got... Pretty much all you did was just add Casey Kreider, Justin Ellis, and Jihad Ward. I don't know. But on to the Eagles. Oh, what an offseason the Eagles had. Pretty much the draft was just that. On the draft, you brought in A.J. Brown. So congratulations, Justin. Jalen Hurts actually has a good weapon. Not to discredit any member of the Eagles like Dallas Goedert, but you needed it. You needed him. Other than that, you re-signed Boston Scott, and you brought in wide receivers Zach Pascal and Greg Ward. And all you did really for offensive line was just bring back Jason Kelce. For defense, all you did was keep your defensive line intact by re-signing Fletcher Cox and Derek Barnett. For the outside, you brought in Hassan Reddick, Kaiser White, James Bradbury, Anthony Harris, and Jaquiski Tart. Not terrible. I guess he had a pretty average offseason. With the exception of A.J. Brown, so I guess he had a fairly good offseason. Now on to the Washington Commander Redskin football team. Commander. This team has gone through so many damn changes in the last few years, it's hard. But let's start with the freaking... What? I can't even say it because it's so shit. Congratulations, you brought in Carson Wentz. Who the fuck figured that one? Again. But you got him for 2 third-round picks. And you guys swapped seconds with freaking Indy. I guess that's not terrible, but he's still shit. And if anything, before you say it, it was really Nick Foles that carried the Eagles to the Super Bowl. Don't fucking at me. And other than that, you just really just brought back McKissick, McLaurin, and Sims, as well as bringing back Cornelius Lucas for your offensive line, and just bringing in Trey Turner, Andrew Norwell, and Tyler Larson to help to keep the O-line somewhat intact. For the defense, you just really added F.A. Obana, Bobby McCann, and Jolly Sly for your kicker. Other than that, Commanders just had another shitty offseason because, Dan Snyder's still your owner who needs to sell the fucking team ASAP. Now, on to the Bears as we transition to the NFC North. The Bears brought in Peter Meme and Trevor Siemian. Why? No, seriously, why? I just want to know because I don't fucking know. But wide receivers, though, you added a bunch. You added a bunch of receivers. James O'Shaughnessy, Ryan Griffin, Tajay Sharp, Dante Pettis, David Moore, Equanimous St. Brown, a good name Brian and Byron Pringle, and the failed New England son of N'Keal Harry. Oh yeah, did I mention that a few of these receivers got arrested? Yeah, that's something. On the offensive line, all you did was add Dakota Dozier, Lucas Patrick, Riley Reef, Julian Davenport. That's really it. For your defense, though, you lost Khalil Mack, so you are instantly fucked. If you weren't fucked already, you're going to be fucked now. Really, all you did was just add Alquan Muhammad, Justin Jones, and Matt Adams, to name a few, because there's really no notable names. Basically, because you lost Khalil Mack, you guys are fucked. Enjoy it. Also, now to the Detroit Lions. As, really, again, they just added a couple receivers, I guess, because, Jared Goff didn't have a lot of receivers that weren't notable. Really, the only one being Amon-Ra St. Brown, I guess. You brought back David Blau and Tim Boyle for your QB. I guess that's something. DJ Chark, Khalif Raymond, Josh Reynolds, and Garrett Griffin, the receivers / tight ends they brought in to hopefully help this team be decent. And your offensive line just consists of re-signing Evan Brown. For your defense, you didn't really add anybody notable. C.J. Moore, Tracy Walker, Deshaun Elliott, Mike Hughes, Gerard Davis, Chris Board, as well as Charles Harrison, Alex Anzalone. Typical Lions, never getting their way. Now on to the Green Bay Packers, where they just really lost Davante Adams. That was really their biggest loss. And who can blame an organization that just lost its best wide receiver in years? Seriously. No one can blame them. They really can't. But other than that, I guess you brought in Sammy Watkins, Alan Lazard, and a few USFL guys. And you extended Aaron Rodgers. I guess that's a plus. You also re-signed Robert Tonyan, which I guess is also good. So let's look at this. For defense, you kept Rasul. You brought in Rasul Douglas, re-signed Jair Alexander, brought in Jaron Reed, brought in Preston Smith, Devondre Campbell signed an extension, and he brought back Kayshawn Nixon and punter Pat O'Donnell. I don't know what else to say about that, but Packers. I guess the balance for Davante Adams is still outweighing the gains that they really made, but the same token, you're just gonna wonder that what else can they do? I don't know. Their cap is kind of fucked, but I'm sure they can figure it out. Now on to the Minnesota Vikings, to where I guess offseason's kind of been rough, but take it as duo. For starters, they brought back Kirk Cousins and Sean Mannion. But I just want to know why he gave Cousins $35 million, fully guaranteed. I don't know. For our receiver, all you did was just add Albert Wilson from the Dolphins, and added Jesse Davis and Chris Reed to your O-line. So I guess it's something. For your defensive side, you didn't do much. Well, actually, I take that back. You brought in Zadarius Smith. And you kept Patrick Peterson around. Good, at least there's some improvement there. You also brought in Jordan Hicks, Harrison Phillips, Jonathan Bullard, Chandon Sullivan. And I guess that's it for the defense. But in your special teams, you signed kicker Greg Joseph and kept around punter Jordan Berry. Hey, gotta make improvements somewhere, right? Now, as we transition into the NFC South, we start with the 28-3 team, the Atlanta Falcons. So, in the trade that... Well, actually, no, there was no trade. Well, you traded away Matt Ryan. Well, you guys are fucked. Oh, but here comes receiver Marcus Mariota, who played a couple snaps with the Raiders last year and actually did something. Yay! But did that really help? No. I mean, yeah, you brought in Marcus Mariota. Good. And you kept around Cordell Patterson and Damian Williams, and brought in Damian Williams. I guess that's good. For receivers, you just got in a bunch of names that really nobody knows. Brian Edwards, Damiere Byrd, Anthony Frisker, Cardero Hodge, Auden Tate, really the most notable guy in that list, and Alamin Zacchaeus. Again, really no one notable. My offensive line, Elijah Wilkinson, Jake Matthews, and Jermaine Ifedi. I guess Jake Matthews is good. Take that with what you will, folks. For the defensive side, all you really did was just add just a bunch of re-signings and a bunch of new people that I really don't even know other than Grady Jarrett or Casey Hayward or Rashawn Evans and Nick Kwiatkowski. I don't even know how to say his name, I'm sorry. But other than that, you kept your kicker Younghoe Koo around, and you sniped Bradley Pinion away from the Bucs. So I guess that's something worth a damn, right? Now moving on to the Carolina Panthers. Congratulations, you got a new QB in Baker Mayfield. Congratulations, you also pissed off Robbie Anderson. Now, how did you piss off Robbie Anderson? Oh yeah, that's right. He said something about not wanting Baker Mayfield on the team on Instagram. On a comment. From a low-followed news page of the team. Yeah. Shit is fucking tough, ain't it? But at least you got Dante Freeman and Rashard Higgins. Well, Dante Freeman for your running back core. And you brought in DJ Moore and Rashawn Higgins. Obviously, we also brought in Brandon Zylstra and Andre Roberts. And Ian Thomas. Okay. Offensive line, really just Bozeman and Corbett. Other than that, your defense just looks about the same. Other than bringing in a new punter and kicker and Hecker and Gonzalez. It's just Xavier Woods, Sean Chandler, and a bunch of others. The most notable receiver defender you got was Dante Jackson. I don't have high hopes of that team. But moving on to the New Orleans Saints. At least you kept around Jameis, but you also brought in someone to compete with him. Andy Dalton. Now, why did you bring in Andy Dalton? I guess it's just in case anything happens. like another ACL tear. Or he just underperforms. Just saying. At least you brought in Malcolm Brown to help that running back core. And you brought in Traquan McJarvis-Landry for your receiving core to hopefully better it. And that's not terrible. For your offensive line, all you do is just add Nick Martin to an already good offensive line. But your defense, though, you actually did somewhat decent. Daniel Sorensen, Marcus May, Tyrann Mathieu, Taco Charlton, to name a few. And they actually did okay. Okay. Moving on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You guys had a heart attack when Brady announced his retirement, and then simultaneously survived a heart attack when he said that he'll be coming back. Congratulations, Bucs, you survived the heart attack. But you also re-signed Blaine fucking Gabbert. And yes, I'm scratching my head a lot because a lot of these signings are just mind-puzzling. That in my head is unreasonably itchy. Other than that, you just re-signed Leonard Fournette, who was now 260 pounds and did a very risque thing in photoshopping his head onto the body of EDP, who's now been known as a notorious pedophile going for a cupcake. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm serious. Go find it. No, you think I'm joking? I'm serious. Go find it. I'm serious. It's out there. All you have to do is just search Leonard Fournette Photoshop, and I bet you it's there. I bet you can even go on his Twitter timeline and just find it. I'm serious. Go look. I'm serious. Go look. Other than that, you're running Russell Gage at least from the Falcons. And, I forgot about this one. And you brought in Julio Jones. To a handsome contract, 1 year, $6 million. Do was injury riddled last season, though, so be cautious with him. And you brought back Chris Godwin. And you brought back Brashad Perriman. Good. And to replace Gronk, who retired, you brought in Kyle Rudolph, who's actually not that bad. Well done. For the offensive line, you brought in Ryan Jensen. Oh, he's injured. Yeah, turns out he suffered a season-ending ACL tear in training camp. Get better, Ryan. That actually fucking sucks. For offense, you also brought in Aaron Stinney and Shaq Mason, and what you got for New England. Take with that what you will. For the defense, you brought in Akeem Hicks. Okay, good. Keanu Neal. Alright, decent. Carlton Davis. Okay, also decent. Logan Ryan and Zach Trainer. Don't really know who they are, but it's okay. And now we get to the NFC West. So where do we start with the NFC West? Let's start with the Cardinals. Re-signing Colt McCoy should do, because he was up and down, because he didn't know what the fuck he wanted to be. Whether it be Hall of Fame potential or just another bitch boy quarterback. And you also brought back Darrell Williams and James Conner. Okay. But at the draft, you see, you got yourselves another good weapon. Marquis Brown. You got him in a trade for a third round pick and the 18th overall pick. Good. It is something. And that pick was flipped to Philadelphia, and which turned into A.J. Brown for them, which was sent to the Titans which they picked the wide receiver. So I guess it all kind of cancels itself out. Whatever. Mostly, don't you think it's weird that the Cardinals traded the 18th pick to Baltimore for a wide receiver, and then Baltimore traded the pick to Philly for another pick, and then Philly traded the pick to Tennessee for a wide receiver, and only for the pick to be used on a wide receiver? It's just a little weird. Also, bringing in Brian A.J. Green will also help your offense out, I guess, Arizona. Zach Ertz and Max Williams, I guess they'll be okay. Offensive line, all you did was just add Will Hernandez. For your defense, you really didn't even touch much, just re-signing Michael Dobbie, Dennis Gardeck, and just bringing in Nick Vigil, Andy Lee, to name a few. And now on to the Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams. What did they do in the offseason? Well, unfortunately, you lost out on Robert Woods as you traded him to the Titans. Little pill to swallow. And you lost your linebacker and Von Miller to the Bills. Yeah, okay, that's not exactly the best. Is that all you lost? Yeah? Well, you don't know what OBJ is going to do with his career yet? Always in a song of another team. So I guess there's a chance of bringing him back. So all they did was just re-sign Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and bring in Allen Robinson just for the hell of it because he's good. I guess that's your Robert Woods replacement is Allen Robinson, which is good. Allen Robinson is a decent quarterback that gets totally on the shit team. All I did was just re-sign your O-lineman like Joe Noteboom and Brian Allen. I mean, you did have to kind of fill in a hole because, Whitworth retired. But I guess you'll find that in due time. For defense, all you did was re-sign Aaron Donald and restructure a contract. Brought in Bobby Wagner from Seattle. Troy Hill in a trade with the Browns. And punter Riley Dixon. So, no, I guess he just maintained the core as much as possible while filling holes in spots that needed to be filled. Again, not terrible. Not terrible. Now on to the San Francisco 49ers. What's this you say? Oh my god, they finally paid Deebo Samuel to a 3-year deal. Wow, would you look at that. Deebo, you're finally getting paid. It took a long enough. Jesus. I guess that means Jimmy Garoppolo's probably going to be going bye-bye. Whatever with that one. But hey, you got paid. Good. Other than that, they just brought back running backs JaMycal Hasty and Jeff Wilson. For wide receivers, all you did was just get Malik Turner, Ray McLeod, and Marcus Johnson. Tight end, brought in Ross Voley and Tyler Croft. Nothing for your offensive line. For your defense, I guess he did okay. Signing Kerry Hyder Jr., Kamoko Toure, Maurice Hurst, Hassan Ridgeway, Dante Johnson. Yeah, okay, this is not a good defense. But I'm sure it'll be okay. I'm sure of it. Now on to the last team, the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, wait, you traded Russell Wilson? Oh, I hope you got someone good. You got Drew Lock. Congratulations, you are now fucked. At least you got Shelby Harris, Noah Fant, and a couple picks for that. Right? At least you made out with something. But I'm just saying, he's not gonna be your guy. And neither is Gino, who you decided to bring back as well. For running backs, you lost Chris Carson due to retirement due to injuries, which really fucking sucks, but again, it's just really, really unfortunate. And look at you hate to see it. Point blank, you fucking hate to see it. Nobody fucking likes that shit, but yet we're stuck here to deal with it. Other than that, Marquise Goodwin and you paid DK Metcalf? Wow. Okay. Would you look at that? You got DK Metcalf paid. After only a few hours of holding out, you're like, oh shit. One of our most notable guys is gonna fucking... One of our notable guys is gonna fucking hold out. Give him the money. Give him the fucking money. I don't care. I'm giving him the money. So you got that done. At tight end, you just re-signed Disley and as well as a Noah Fant, like I said. Our offensive guard, all you did was just bring back Kyle Fuller and Austin Blythe. For defense, Quentin Jefferson, Al Woods, and a few other guys, including re-signing Quandre Diggs. Again, not bad. I mean, when all things considered. But with that, where do I see each team in the NFC finishing? Well, for starters, Cowboys win in the NFC East, the Packers win in the NFC North, the Buccaneers win in the NFC South, and the Rams win in the NFC West. There's really no dispute on division winners this time around. But who takes the wild card seeds? Arizona, definitely. Philadelphia, I could see them making a good run, I guess. And Minnesota, fuck it, let's just throw a wall ball in there. For seeding, 1 Rams, 2 Cowboys, 3 Packers, 4 Buccaneers, 5 I'm giving to the Cardinals, 6 I'm giving to the Eagles, and 7 I'm giving to the Vikings. I think that's pretty fair, because not much happened in the NFC as the AFC. But, hope you guys did enjoy this little prediction thing I just did. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. If you have not done so already, subscribe and join the Logical Nation. Well, until next time, je suis le Logique Canadien. Bonne nuit et au revoir.